Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs. You can disrespect the Chiefs. You're going to have to deal with the Chiefs being the first team in National Football League history to win back-to-back Super Bowls and go to the Super Bowl for a chance for a three-peat.
This is the Morning Rush.
So I don't like Travis Kelce. I don't like Brittany Mahomes. I don't like Jackson Mahomes. I don't like his dad. But I do like Andy Reid. I do like Patrick Mahomes. And I do like Mitch Holthus, who's the voice of the Kansas City Chiefs, as you heard.
Taylor Swift?
Don't like Taylor Swift either. I didn't have a problem with Taylor Swift until this Chiefs thing happened this morning. Now, I do have a question. As we get going here on a Hot Take Monday, brought to you by Wheels RV. My hot take, Colton, is that we're in for something that we don't know about because Tommy brought in drinks for us. And I'm wondering, is this he's going to defend the refs the next 2 hours? Or is there something additional we're going to have to do this week that we're not looking forward to? Or is this just a kind gesture at the end of January, a solid month? I don't know if we're going to find out, but at least you've got me curious, at least. It's one of those three things. Defend the refs, kind gesture, or we're going to have to do something extracurricular that I'm not a fan of. That I'm not a fan of. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Maybe stop by the yacht club when you're done.
I'm just trying to figure that out. By the way, did anyone see the sacrificial buffalo that the Hunt family sacrificed prior to that game yesterday? The blood of that buffalo was spewing throughout the fountains outside of Arrowhead. I haven't seen the dead buffalo yet, but I'm trying to figure out where it was. That's where my mind immediately went when I saw the video of a red fountain outside of Arrowhead Stadium.
Very unseemly.
Yeah, that's where my mind went, and that's why they won yesterday.
Where's Jackie Sherrill when you need him?
They sacrificed the buffalo.
Did he castrate anything before?
Never mind the fact
Jackie Sherrill.
Never mind the fact that they have the best quarterback in the National Football League and is inching his way to being the best of all time. Never mind the fact that they have the best defense they've ever had since Andy Reid has been there with Steve Spagnuolo. Never mind the fact that they reloaded, even though they lost Tyreek Hill. They got Hollywood Brown. They got James Worthy. Jeez. They got Worthy. They got all these guys. They got Juju Smith. I mean, and Kelce just, even though he didn't do squat yesterday, he's still a weapon. He's still someone you have to keep an eye on. And now Kansas City's going for their third straight Super Bowl.
Hot Take Monday brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. The best brands like Grand Design, Forest River, and Brinkley are there with a lifetime warranty on every new RV they sell. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. So it's impossible that I could just bring you a drink prior to the show. It's just out of the kindness of my heart.
I said kind gesture was a possibility. I didn't say it was a probability. It was a possibility. But either way, thank you. I've got
we need to have a little meeting.
I've got a Coke Zero, and I've got my banana.
Need you to cancel all your afternoon plans for the next month.
Speaking of the afternoon, I am so elated, even though I'm ticked off. And I rooted. Let me tell you this weekend, I rooted harder against the Chiefs than I did for the Razorbacks on Saturday night, and that's not typical, but I was yelling and screaming at the TV yesterday. I was emotionless Saturday night watching that game in Bud Walton Arena. We'll get to plenty of that coming up in a bit. But as far as the week is concerned, we finally have weather that it's enjoyable to be outside here in Arkansas. It took till the end of January, but I think I'm going to play golf 4 times this week, I think. And I've been starved, and now it's like finally.
What days are you going to play?
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. Because we have like 4 inches of rain coming, apparently.
Yeah, it's coming, but at least we have some sunlight and some decent weather to look forward to.
Cart path only, but
here across the natural state. I just want to be outside. I feel like I haven't been outside through a lot of this weather and everything. Really, the weather, I was kind of curious, hey, what kind of weather are we going to have at Kansas City and Arrowhead? It really wasn't that bad. It looked like football weather. Now, would I want to play in it? Absolutely not. But I want to get, as best I can, to the crux of the matter this morning. Kansas City's advanced. We can argue and moan and complain about the refs, which I'll do plenty of that in the next 2 hours. But it is, to me, like people ask the question. Bo asked it 100 times. Why do you hate the Chiefs? I hate the Chiefs because of people like Bo, who identifies himself as a Kansas, and this is not a personal shot, but who identifies himself as a Kansas City fan since 2021. I do, like my father, for example, grew up in Kansas City, went to Blue Valley when it was just a Blue Valley. Now they got like 6 Blue Valleys in KC. He is a KC fan through and through. Hadn't been to Arrowhead in like 30 years until the last Father's Day present I took him to. But like that I get. Like I feel for that. I'm happy for them. But then you have all these little, and I don't want to yell at munchkins or kids that are just like, they love Patrick Mahomes because he's awesome to watch. But you got these people that they don't even know where these guys went to college, and they identify themselves as KC fans. And so you have the reason dynasties are successful is because not only do you get the fair weather and bandwagon fans that all jump on board, which is what's happened the last 7 years in Kansas City, but you also have guys like me who didn't have an issue with Kansas City 8 years ago at all. And in fact, it was the closest, when I was in Fayetteville, it was the closest team. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But now you root against them, I did yesterday.
Well, I'll have you know, I was a Chiefs fan once I quit being a Patriots fan. That's when I became a real Chiefs fan. Right after Tom Brady left the Patriots, I latched onto the Chiefs.
Think about...
But don't call me a front runner.
Think about the Chiefs' success. Mahomes has been to an AFC championship every year since he started. The only 2 quarterbacks to ever beat him are the best quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, in the AFC championship, his rookie starting year, by the way, and then Joe Burrow, who had the season of his life and is one of the best college quarterbacks I've ever seen. That's a really good NFL. Only 2 quarterbacks to beat him in the playoffs.
And Brady and Mahomes will both be there for the Super Bowl.
Brady and Mahomes will both be there in the Super Bowl. Oh, yes, because of Fox and everything else. And I'm sure it's a joy for Brady to watch someone in that nature. If you have thoughts this morning on the Chiefs, we'll get to basketball. Clay's going to join us in just a sec. Jump in here at 877-377-6963.
Hey, if you haven't downloaded the Hit That Line Now app, it's powered by Taco Bell. Be sure and get that in the Apple app or Google Play Store. And whether you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered. Get the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell.
That last play shouldn't have been for Davis, man. Davis is not that type of player.
Things that have got to be continued to be figured out on offense.
Talent. We just ain't got the character. And I didn't play basketball. I played 21. Y'all know what 21 is?
This is the opening drive presented by First Financial Mortgage in Fort Smith.
By the way, B in Clarksville said we're going to have to rake leaves. That's what he's thinking is going to be the extracurricular activities. Do you have trees? You get lots of leaves. Is it bad?
Truckloads of leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So those were some calls from Hog Reaction on Saturday night. Me and Matt were out here till about midnight, and it was enjoyable in terms of the content that we received from fans. You heard some callers that you're used to hearing, like Cecil, some others that chimed in maybe for the first time on our airwaves. And again, you had an opportunity, lose by 3, a chance to win it at the end. Honestly, the play design that Cal cooked up at the end, it could have worked. I mean, John L. beat his man back cut. Big Z threw a decent pass. He kind of slipped. I didn't think that was a foul. People were clamoring, oh, he got fouled. I don't think so. He had DJ wide open in the corner, and that was what the play design. Cal said after the fact, he said it was set up for a shot or to him to hit the open man in the corner. DJ was wide open, and it just wasn't executed. That's been the story this season. Like, I know everyone wants to rip Cal and dog Cal for how this season has gone, and some of it's right. Like, he identified these players. They haven't lived up to their potential, payment, whatever. But then sometimes I've watched like points in the season and games and segments of a particular moment, and guys are wide open, or a play design is set up how it needs to be, and they just don't execute it. And that's exactly what happened again.
So is that
Saturday
coach
night
or is that player?
I don't blame that final play on Cal.
Yeah.
He got the guy wide open. And John L, again, I want this kid to succeed, but he goes 5 for 16 in this game. I know he had 18 points, but he just cannot find the basket. And I know everyone's mad and everything, and I get it, but it's like, it's one thing that this kid's not throwing in the ocean, and then at the other end he's getting beat, he's not hustling, he's not rebounded, but he's like doing all those other things as best he can. He just can't hit anything. And again, issue for Arkansas once again.
Yeah, and disappointing outcome. I think now I'm in the boat that this isn't going to be a tournament team. Maybe I'm a little premature on that, but when you're a little over a third of the way through, and you've got one win. I don't know how we can legitimately talk about a path to the tournament at this point.
They're 1-6. They're not a tournament team. You don't have to hold back. They're not a tournament team.
Well,
you hate it, and it stinks. Maybe an SEC tournament run, the first team ever to start on Wednesday and win the whole thing happens this year. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, that is your opening drive this morning. Clay Henry, the features editor of Whole Hog Sports, going to join us momentarily. Our opening drive always brought to you by Ethan Adamson and his team at First Financial Mortgage. He was my mortgage lender, and he came recommended to me by a few friends. Glad I followed through. Give Ethan a call at 479-782-9300 or go online to ffb1.com. I know there's always questions about either the first time or refinancing, whatever questions you have. Again, call Ethan, 479-782-9300 or online at ffb1.com. First Financial Mortgage, in the business of you, equal housing lender. We bring in our friend Clay Henry. Clay, what did you think of last night's game? Conclusion, Josh Allen now 0-4 against the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a terrific game. The competition was fantastic. I mean, you could pick out matchups if you wanted to watch, and I don't think that we give Andy Reid enough credit for his creativity. And they have plays that you haven't seen from one game to the next. I mean, it's always a new wrinkle. And they score on the goal line. I mean, that was the difference between the two teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that over and over when it is really hard to put in a great play and then hold it to the 3 or 4 minute mark. That is tough to do. But Andy Reid can do it, and I give him a lot of credit.
And you think about KC's offense this year, it struggled a good chunk of this season, and then they just explode in this football game when it matters the most, when their backs are quote-unquote against the wall at times. Because, I mean, Buffalo had momentum in that second half, and I'm thinking to myself, are they finally going to do it? Are they finally going to get it done? And then Patrick Mahomes, in typical Patrick Mahomes fashion, comes in the clutch, and KC's off to New Orleans in 2 weeks.
So yeah, I think when you say the Kansas City offense has struggled, and you want them to score 40 or 50, but they do what they need to, and they have the ability to go drive the football in chunks. I mean, in shorter plays. They don't have to get the home run, and they make you defend the home run. But I really can't say that they struggle on offense. I think they play ball control offense, and they go for time of possession, minimize turnovers, and protect that great defense.
Yeah. So do you give the Eagles any kind of edge or extra consideration for the Super Bowl, considering it's a historical fact that no one's had a three-peat in the Super Bowl. This would be a three-peat for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very difficult to get done. It makes me feel like, hey, I don't know that we're going to see history here. I think the Eagles are not getting enough credit for how good their running game is. And I could certainly see the Eagles winning this game in 13 days from now.
Well, they've got a running quarterback if they need it. And he stayed in the pocket in the last 2 playoff games a little more. But they got an elite runner, and he's healthy. And I give them credit for holding him out when he could have really, run up some big numbers, in that last regular season game. So he had some freshness in his legs. You can see it. It's just hard to imagine that the Chiefs won't win. I mean, it's just
it is. And
Tommy, I tend to throw out history and look at the matchup. It's a one-off. I mean, you don't think about it in terms of what they've done. They're here. I mean, to get there for a chance to three-peat and have your team intact and have that quarterback and that head coach, I just find it hard to believe that the Chiefs aren't going to win.
I just think about, all the great, Montana couldn't do it.
Yeah, but I
Brady
think it's a one-off thing. Once
Yeah.
you get to the Super Bowl, it's just one game. Yeah. I think it's really hard to hold your team together in what, the modern salary cap, continue to reconstruct. In other words, they realized they probably couldn't keep Hill and keep their defense intact. I mean, Tariq Hill, and so they have managed the salary cap and still have, a lot of those teams they got deconstructed in that third year because of the salary cap, but they didn't. And so I give the Chiefs a lot of credit and consider this to be a one-off game that they can win.
Think about the New England Patriots for a sec, and they had their early part of the dynasty and then the latter part of the dynasty, right?
Yeah.
20 years. There's no guarantee that this thing is like, and Andy Reid's 66, right? So there's no guarantee for all the Chiefs haters out there, which I'll lump myself into that category. There's no guarantee that this thing's set to subside or back down. I realize things happen. Clay, you pointed out good. Sometimes, I mean, they've made some good moves with Worthy, D-Hop, and some of the other guys. But like, if you think this is just like towards the end, I'm not so sure. We might have to endure this for another decade.
Well, you just have to watch the health of one player, and that's Patrick Mahomes. If he's healthy, he continues to, have Andy Reid calling the plays and preparing him. But Tommy, you've been up there, and we talked about this and watched them close and up personal. I mean, McDuffie, Kelsey, the linebacker from Missouri, is it Bolton?
Nick Bolton.
He is a blur. He is so fast, and they make plays on defense. I mean, you got McDuffie, that locks down one player. I mean, if you go there, it's at your own peril.
You mentioned Andy Reid's play calling earlier, Clay. I was just shaking my head at times at some of the plays that Joe Brady and McDermott allowed in that football game yesterday. It's like James Cook only has 13 carries. They're trying to throw fade routes against McDuffie to a rookie wide receiver and Keon Coleman. I mean, there's just plays during the entire game that I'm just like, you're going right into their hands and costing your team another game. And I know that Allen didn't have his best game. He looked like nerves got him at first, and he kind of settled in a little bit. But it is also like sometimes you put yourself in terrible situations as a offensive coordinator, head coach, or DC, and I just felt like the Bills did that too many times against the Chiefs yesterday.
Well, if it was 4th and inches, the Chiefs had to play for that, and the Bills didn't. They got stuffed. And in the critical aspects of the game, but it's the Super Bowl is there for the Chiefs. They've done the hard part. They got there again. That's what those three-peat teams, most likely it happens to them. They don't make the Super Bowl. Yeah. If you go back and look, I bet you very few they had a chance for a three-peat. They didn't get there, and it is hard to hold it together. But once you're there, I'm not betting against. I don't bet, but you know what I'm saying.
Think about the ones in recent memory. You brought up Brady, so they won 2 straight. I don't remember if they lost in the AFC Championship or Divisional one year. Think about the Dallas Cowboys. We got a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans listening, which I know they're ecstatic about the hiring of Brian Schottenheimer Friday night when media's not around.
Are they rooting for the division? Or are they rooting for the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it sounds like it's no. In that case.
I knew that was rhetorical.
But again, there's been great quarterbacks. You alluded to Montana earlier that they haven't achieved this. So this is, again, something that Mahomes could put himself in a completely different category. And I just can't get over, again, guys, the shortest length of his playoff career in 7 years is an AFC championship game. And he lost to the greatest quarterback in all time in an epic overtime game. And he lost to Burrow. That's it. He is I can't explain. Like, I didn't get a chance to watch.
As long as he stays healthy, they will keep winning.
Like,
he's you just laid it out, and they may not win, and then they come next year and you say, well, they won 3 of 4, which is still pretty good run. But it's everything they've got going with the Chiefs. Their defensive coordinator is terrific, and he, again, when it's time to make a play, they dial it up right, and the players execute. And we heard. I listened to the post game, and Josh Allen talked about, well, we didn't execute. See, sometimes the coaches have got to help you, and then you got to execute. But it's the guy dropping the pass when he scrambled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to catch
those
that.
So you got to make the 4th and inches.
Everyone wants to play.
Those are plays to win, and they are. If you don't make them, then there are plays that caused you to lose.
Everyone wants to blame Josh Allen this morning, and yet Kincaid, if he makes that catch, I think they probably either kick a field goal, go down and score. We're talking something different. Same with Andrews the week before Lamar Jackson. Everyone wants to blame Lamar. All they have to do is catch that pass. They're going to OT potentially, and yet we're having that different conversation. But that's football.
All right,
the whole team. Yes,
yeah, exactly. Super Bowl's 2 weeks from yesterday. If you haven't downloaded the Oaklawn Sports app, now is the time to do that in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Sign up today. New customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets, and it's really simple. Once you deposit, you're automatically enrolled in the promotion. No box to click, no link to check, none of that stuff. You just receive a second chance on your first bet each of the first 10 days for up to $100. So check out all the details on the Oaklawn Sports app now. Finding it and funding it is easier than ever. Debit and credit cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, ACH, and more. Plus, there's basketball going on right now. You can wager on the NBA, NCAA, both outright winners, spreads, totals, player props, and more. So, hey, don't forget, also hockey, golf, UFC, table tennis, darts, cricket, all on there as well. Arkansas's best sports betting app, bet with a brand you trust. Bet with Oaklawn Sports.
Got a text from Nate. How about those Chiefs, Ty? The tears are flowing this morning. Looking forward to history. I think a lot of Chiefs fans are confident up in that upcoming game, February the 9th against the Philadelphia Eagles in New Orleans in the Super Bowl. We'll talk more about that, but our Hog Updates next. What Cal have to say after the loss Saturday night?
You're listening to the Morning Rush on a Hot Take Monday, presented by Wheels RV. 5 miles west of exit 72 off I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Designed by Jason Christie, the Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait doesn't just bring the fight, it dominates. Choose from 3 blade options: Colorado for maximum thump, Willow for bright flash, and the one the pros won't talk about, the Oklahoma blade. Perfectly balanced for subtle vibration, multiple flash points, and unmatched versatility. The Oklahoma blade is your secret weapon for pressured waters. Precision engineering, tournament proven, and one mission: dominate. Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait, here for one thing.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
I'm going to do just fine. The Ducks are going to take it on 10.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. Whether you're buying a car, selling a car, or taking care of a car, we've got you. Be sure to follow us on Facebook to see how you can take advantage of $1,000 your way on select road-ready certified used cars with warranty, as well as buy 3, get 1 free on all tires in our Meineke Car Care Center. Start your new year right. Call, click, or come by today and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, Fort Smith.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get forget here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for dad jokes.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta, WW, Book,
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Papa's Pub and Pizzeria. The best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world. Rachel's at Papa's right now. Rachel, what do you think?
Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, the best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world.
You can check out their menu at papaspub.com. Cricket, how about you?
Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, the best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world.
Come on by and see us at Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, 508 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. Does your yard need to be serviced in the fall and winter months? Of course. A Cut Above is with you every step of the way. Whether it's commercial or residential, a Cut Above can handle all your needs. Tree service, stump grinding, brush hog, full landscaping. Plus, a Cut Above can take care of all your leaf removal. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. That's a Cut Above, 719-5605.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Ty Richardson for American Patriot Promotions. They have their Mina Gun Show coming up Saturday, February 1st and Sunday, February the 2nd. The American Patriot Promotions Mina Gun Show is located at the Polk County Fairgrounds in Mina. Tickets are just $10 per person and only $8 for veterans, military, police, and first responders. For more information on this event, go to AmericanPatriotPromotions.com. American Patriot Promotions is the best avenue for outstanding gun shows.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
Yes, sir. Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
No timeouts left for Arkansas. 12.6. Here we go. They throw it into Big Z. Zavonimir dribbles right side. Baseline cut. Nelly threw up the reverse layup. No good. OU with a rebound. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Run out to Moore. He dunks it at the buzzer. And Oklahoma's won the ball game.
Put a couple more seconds back on the car, I guess, whatever, 0.7 or whatever it was.
Yeah, 0.7. Yeah.
And Arkansas falls by 3 to the Sooners. First game that both teams are conference opponents. Guys had their chances, just wasn't able to execute. I know Cal had some things to say about John L. Davis after the game.
I'm with him. He's getting better. There's still, some breakdown stuff, but he's getting better. Got to quit thinking so much, and he did some good things. We make 9 threes. If you told me we're making 9 threes and losing, I'm like, you're nuts.
That point at the end is valid. I mean, they go 9 for 27, 33%. That's not great, but it's better what they've been a good chunk of games in SEC play, and yet they found other ways to lose. 6 of 16 on layups is a stat that stands out. They got out-rebounded, not by much. But, again, Sooners not a great basketball team, but they found a way to win in your home arena Saturday night.
Yeah, now you fall to a place no one thought you'd be, 1-6 in conference play. Clay, where do you go from here? I mean, What should you even think about the balance of the season, or even a thought of postseason at this point?
Yeah, I mean, what I said a little while ago about, the Super Bowl. It's a one-game deal now. That's how you have to do it, especially when you're behind the 8 ball like they are now. I mean, you can't hit a shot that's going to win you 6 games. I mean, you know what I'm saying. In other words, you've got to do it one play at a time, and just one game at a time. And the bulk of the season, when I've watched them, they've played hard. And that's the essence of coaching. Can you get your guys to play hard? They have lacked polish, and that speaks of the time that they lost, in the fall when they didn't have their key players. And Nelly Davis is still, he's still trying to find himself. And I mean, that wrist injury, that's a major deal. I mean, he just doesn't appear to have the sharpness, and that's all that missed practice time. And I want to speak on the layups. What was the stats on that?
Think of 6 of 16, Clay.
Yeah, but about 10 of them were wild shots. They got in there too deep, and they finally reach out and kind of fling it up there. That's, to me, that's a close-in shot that wasn't a good shot. They have to, it's hard to finish those, and that's the problem when you force it a little bit. And they, again, I think they get pretty good shots on the perimeter. They're just not good shooters.
Mm-hmm.
And when you construct a team now, you have the ability to go find shooters. And that was my one criticism of Eric Musselman, that he didn't have enough shooters. They played good defense. They had length. They rebounded. They fought. They played defense. Just didn't have enough shooters. And I mean, it's not fair to compare any of these teams to the 94 or 95 Arkansas teams, but they had 6 or 7 shooters on that team. I mean, you just go through the roster and think about how many guys.
Dillard, Stewart, Thurman, McDaniel.
Dwight Stewart was a great three-point shooter.
Yeah, there's 4.
I mean, you just keep going through, and then you had a guy on the block too that was unstoppable. So you had open guys, but Clint McDaniel, even Corey Beck would make a big shot if you needed him to. That wasn't his game. You just have to have more shooters, and I know that the 2 guards, and I think Sealy is a better shooter than maybe you would think. That's not his game, shooting threes. But I hope they find a couple of older guys in the portal when this is all done, and they'll have 5 or 6 options for 3-point shoot, because I have said this, Cal can get you open looks. He knows how to draw it up. His team's playing hard. I know it's probably frustrating to him when he thinks, I want him to take that shot. Well, you just need better shooters. That's the next step to me.
All right, a couple other things. Your Hog update. Arkansas defeated defending national champion LSU in gymnastics on Friday night. I know there's a massive crowd for that. And then also the women's basketball team fell to Kentucky this weekend, 89-69. All right, that is your Hog update this morning, brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
That's all right, Clay. 877-377-6963 if you want to call or text in this morning. Guys, I was watching a lot of college basketball this weekend. Did either of y'all get a chance to see how the Kansas game concluded? So they're up 6
with
in overtime.
18 seconds to go.
DeJuan Harris, one of the best point guards in all of college basketball, misses 2 straight free throws. And then the Jayhawks proceeded to give up 2 threes, including a steal, and ended up losing that game in double overtime this week. And that was a bad beat if you're a Kansas Jayhawks fan. They also had a really good finish in Auburn between Tennessee and the War Eagles and the Tigers this weekend.
Yeah. All right, Hot Take Monday, brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Lee J and Chris, they've got it set up, and really to make sure that your customer experience every time is the number one thing, whether it's in their parts and service department, whether it's the first time you come on the lot. and you're looking for a new RV, they're going to make sure the experience for you is 5-star. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale, home of the lifetime warranty on every new RV they sell at Wheels RV in Springdale.
Morning Rush Daily Question coming up in just a bit. We'll go back in the Chiefs and Bills game.
It's Hot Take Monday on the Morning Rush. Hot Take Monday is brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Designed by Jason Christie, the Booyah Finesse Covert spinnerbait doesn't just bring the fight, it dominates. Choose from 3 blade options: Colorado for maximum thump, Willow for bright flash, and the one the pros won't talk about, the Oklahoma blade. Perfectly balanced for subtle vibration, multiple flash points, and unmatched versatility. The Oklahoma blade is your secret weapon for pressured waters. Precision engineering, tournament proven, and one mission: dominate. Booyah Finesse Covert spinnerbait, here for one thing.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
This is Carl Ravitch with ESPN, and I hope you're enjoying the Morning Rush as much as I am.
Dozy Place has now been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years. Celebrate your special birthday, holiday, person, or just because at Dozy Place. Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday 5 till 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended, so call 784-9111. 784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street, Fort Smith.
New for 2025 at the Golf Nut. Now in stock, Cobra Dark Speed Adapt woods and irons. Coming January 30th, Ping G440 woods and irons and TaylorMade QI35 woods. Plus, they carry a full line of lab putters, including the latest OZ model. Looking to improve your game? Schedule a lesson or fitting on one of our indoor simulators. Call today to book your appointment. Visit the Golf Nut today at 5121 Towson Avenue and elevate your game. The Golf Nut, your style, your shop.
Hey, it's Ty Richardson, my buddy Simon Wheeler with Wheeler Power Sports. Stop by the studio. Simon, what's going on post-Christmas?
If you have a name brand motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side you would consider selling or trading, call or text or use bike buyers at 479-783-5822 or visit us online at WheelerPowersports.com. Buy, sell, or trade Wheeler is the one for 2025. Try to be Fort Smith's authorized dealer for Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, and Slingshot.
Simon Wheeler at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for dad jokes.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Hey, this is Ty Richardson for Jake Neal and his team at Jerry Neal's Barbecue. Jake's dad, Jerry, started cooking barbecue at Jerry Neal's in 1977, and Jake took over and has been doing the same thing ever since. I got ribs the last time I was there. Woo! Man, they were good. Don't forget about the catfish either. It's cooked to order, so it's hot and fresh every single time. The best catfish in the River Valley. Jerry Neal's Barbecue, Catfish, and Catering, 1823 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Fan. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561. Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Time for the Carpat Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
Driving push again. You know they will. They're 3 for 3 on 4th down in this half. Allen push from behind. I think he got it.
I think he got it. That's the big 4th down play for the Bills that I think define the final outcome of this game. So that's the Morning Rush Daily Question, gentlemen. Was it a first down?
Absolutely. 1,000%, not a shred of doubt in my mind. That was a first down.
Okay. I'll ask why in a minute. Clay?
Yeah, so what you have to make sure is that it's not close. You can't have a play like that it's a first down by 2 inches or it's not a first down by 2 inches. You got to make it a no doubter.
Remove doubt.
They didn't, and that's the difference in the game. It was a predictable play.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs knew where they were going, and they stacked it up. He's going to go to left guard. He's been going between left guard and left tackle over and over and over. So when you get to that point in the game, you have to have something besides your tendency to give them. And so I fault the brain trust on that.
Yeah. Colton, what'd you see?
I thought that it was a first down. That's what it looked like to me. And I'm just using my eyes, the same as everybody else. In 2025, the year we have technology that can literally get you to get anything you want on your doorstep in 5 minutes, we are still using the eyes of some 60-year-old man who needs to read his Facebook at 55-point font. We're still trusting him to determine if it's a first down or not.
Okay.
That is ridiculous.
You're driving to my point because could you see the ball when you watched it?
I couldn't see it.
Of course
I couldn't see the ball. You couldn't see the ball. That's what I'm looking for with kind of the officiating eye. Where's the ball?
So
because it's in that wad.
How do we give the Chiefs the ball back?
Well, it's in that wad of players, so they review the play. Every angle they showed, Clay, no ball.
That's the critical aspect, in that his back was to the linesman on the left side, and there was a mass of players that blocked the linesman on the other side of the field where the ball should have been visible, but it's not because there's 12 players between that guy. The only thing you can do is look if they have drone footage where you can see, but that's a play that will get you beat because they can't call it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see. No one could see the ball. So here, and Colton going down the path I was going. We're in the year 2025. Can we not have a chip? Huh?
Year of our Lord,
the year of our Lord, 2025. Can we not have a chip or something in the ball
on each end of the ball
that can define whether or not, based on technology, and maybe there's bigger needs in life. I understand that, but
not a conference championship weekend, Tommy.
Well, because I don't know how the headlinesman or the line judge or anyone watching, the replay officials or any of the 7 officials on the field, and there's only 2 with responsibility for forward progress, could know what you said 1,000% beyond the shadow of a doubt. How do you know?
Well,
because you got to know where the ball's
Sheldon
at.
in Farmington blames my emotions. He said it's a first down. That's why I'm saying it because of emotions, and I hate the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, if it's a first down, it's by an inch or two. You cannot have a play that leaves that much doubt.
And if it's short, it's by an inch or two.
Yeah. So the Arkansas, they lost a chance at a conference championship in 1966. I believe it was at Texas Tech, and they ran sneaks into the line of scrimmage. Everybody says that he scored. I think it was John Britton. The problem is that the side judge, or whatever you call it, the linesman and the head lineman, whatever.
The line judge and the head linesman, yes.
They could.
Or they call it a
see.
down. They call it a down
see
judge.
the ball.
But-
There's no replay either. But they couldn't see, and they weren't going to decide the game on a quarterback sneak that they can't see where the guy is. And don't let the play come down to that where you can get caught with a mass of players and can't tell where the ball is.
Gavin in Fayetteville says Josh Allen said it exactly right after the game. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And they didn't do it. Plain and simple. But let it all out, fellas. It's okay.
Aaron in
this is a
Springdale
safe space.
Aaron in Springdale says ball is clearly over, capitalized clearly. I don't know how you know that, Aaron.
Amen, Aaron.
I watched the replay and I couldn't tell where it is.
I can't see the ball at all, so I don't know how anything's clearly over or short or beyond or anything.
Let me ask you boys a simple question here on this Hot Take Monday. If Kansas City's in that situation, do they get the call, the benefit of the doubt? Abso-freaking-lutely.
Based on what?
Listen, in the history of sports, let me take us down memory lane for a sec. We can talk about Tom Brady recently. We can talk about Michael Jordan. We can talk about Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. When you have teams and players that dominate and are good for ratings and good for leagues, they get the benefit of the doubt on calls. We saw it play out in the 79 Elite Eight game against Arkansas. You didn't even have to get to the professional leagues. It just happens. So not only do you have to outplay the team across from you, but you're going up. It's not 50-50. You're not going to get a 50-50 calls. It's just not going to work out like that. And it's been consistent with Kansas City over. As soon as Brady went out, Goodell said, we got to find our new moneymaker. Bring in Taylor. Let's get her and Travis to start dating, and let's just start making money after money after money. And that's
exactly how
that's what happened. Of course, I don't have any proof to show you, but that's what happened. All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Taking some calls. Clay Henry, the features editor of Whole Hog Sports, is with us the next 10 minutes or so. If you want to jump in with us at 877-377-6963. I'll tell you a great place that you could have watched the games this weekend. You can watch college basketball. I'm going to guess that Nate and Christian are going to have a big Super Bowl party is at Cart Path Social. A lot of people have been playing lately. They've been telling me that they have had a ton of people stop by, whether it's the men's league stuff, whether it's the hole-in-one contest they've been doing. It's a cost-effective option, and they have the best simulators, not just in Northwest Arkansas, but also in all of Arkansas. Professional grade and a realistic golf in a casual environment. Plus, it's BYOB. You don't have to wear golf attire. You can come in if you're casual, come in with the kiddos, whatever you want to do. Cart Pass Social, 122 Grant Place in Lowell, 479-487-3622, or online at cartpasssocial.com. We go to Hot Springs where Ryan is. Ryan, you wanted to jump in on this question here on Hot Take Monday.
Well, while you're talking about Cart Pass Social, I do want to say my brother-in-law went there a week ago Saturday, and he said he did enjoy his experience, and he said it's not as fun as playing actual golf, but it sure beats not having to fight the cold. So he said he did enjoy it though. So I did want to say that before I got started.
I'll pass them the message, man. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
The play, if I'm correct, the play y'all were talking about, you had two different judges. One called it a first down, another one didn't. And I wanted another point to your there, Bub. Wasn't there a catch that was supposed to be an incomplete catch that got ruled a catch?
See,
down there near the goal line, by the Chiefs.
Now,
with their co-possession,
Tommy, I was going to say, Tommy and I we talked about this morning. That's a catch. Like when the ball hits the ground, it wasn't moving. Like you guys want to blame
firm control.
Yeah, they both had it. And when it hit the ground, it didn't move and I'm forgetting the defender in that situation, but it was Worthy, right? Worthy was the one that ended up hit Brown.
Yeah, but it was joint possession, co-possession, whatever you want to call it. But that goes to the offense.
There was 3 or 4 other calls in that game that I was again very against, but that was not one of them. I'm just like, of course this
Well,
happens.
I wanted clarification on that because I was at work when that one happened. I got to watch the second half of the game, so I wanted clarification on that. I should have been a little more clear on that. But the line judge, I just thought that was kind of wild. You had one calling first down and another one didn't. But
yeah,
but regardless,
yeah, go ahead. I interrupted.
I was just going to say, I do wonder though if the Chiefs are going to have anything for this Eagles run game because oh my gosh, Saquon Barkley is something to behold. Woo!
He is.
There's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it. Saquon Barkley, first down. Barkley, Saquon, touchdown.
By the way, I think I'm like 99% sure his birthday is on Super Bowl Sunday, February the 9th. I can't remember what age he turns, but that is something. Clay, you had a point to make.
Yeah, when I watched the referees run in, and Tommy, you can speak to this because you've worked games. When you see them come in and they're running, they hadn't stopped yet, and there was one guy, and he looked like he wasn't drunk. But he looked like he wasn't walking a straight line. He's running
searching for the ball.
Yeah, he's looking, and he
can't see the ball.
Like he had it up forward, and then he moved it back because he finally found the ball. And if you can see the ball, then you'll stop. But that's what he was doing, and that's why it looked like he's marking the first down. But he had not stopped yet.
No, he was trying to find an angle where he could see the football
and then spot it.
Yeah,
And
just out of experience, I can tell you that's what they couldn't see the ball.
Allen's back was to him, and that's why he couldn't see the ball.
Something else that needs to be said. So Philadelphia is the king of this play, right? You think about how they perfected it with Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore, and it was pre-Kellen Moore, honestly. But like, you have to, if you're going to run this, you got to run it right. They don't need Ray Davis or Ty Johnson or James Cook behind Allen. You need like Ed Oliver or another offensive lineman or whatnot. They didn't execute. I know that prior to that they had made 3-4 downs, but they were also stopped several times on third down with that very same play. So just a lot of issues with Buffalo. I mean, is that franchise just doomed? I know we as Arkansas fans, we've been through the gauntlet of pain. I get that. But think about losing 4 straight Super Bowls. Think about continuously losing to what could be the best quarterback of all time eventually in Patrick Mahomes. And you just feel like you're so close. Like that game was a play or two differently, right? Kincaid's catch, that call, and it goes your way. Like you have to just be, we've got a team member here, Karen, who is just got to be, like every other Bills fan, eternally tormented with the way this franchise continuously fails in big-time games. Go back to the 90s, take it to now. I mean, guys, I think Arkansas Bills fans have something in common here.
Well, I think the Bills are a little higher level than where Arkansas is right now. I'd hate to compare them. But it's timing. It's like Phil Mickelson, he had the dust of Tiger Woods. He could never catch him.
Yeah.
And that's just timing of his particular era. It's like if he had came along right now, maybe he'd win 5, 6, 8, 10 majors. I guess he's already won. He hadn't won 10.
Hey, baseball season's coming up. Softball. I've had people ask about softball season, gymnastics tickets. It's amazing some of the things you don't think about normally people are asking about on the Hill. Go to SeatGeek.com, the official resale partner of the university. I know Arkansas is off midweek this week for home games, and they play on the road to Kentucky. Baseball season just around the corner. SeatGeek.com, the official resale partner of the University of Arkansas.
Kevin and Rogers, hang on. We'll get to you to start of the hour 2.
The selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta, WW, book,
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
This is the Morning Rush. Courtside with Fort Smith Public Schools.
You know, one of the things that the way I like to coach, I solicit a lot of feedback from the girls. And there's that language that you develop with your players that those seniors already know. And so when I'm asking them to do something, they can translate it for me, you know, or when I'm needing feedback from them, they kind of know what I'm wanting to hear.
Coaches take you inside on what's going on in Fort Smith sports. New episode every week on the Hit That Line podcast network and on hitthatline.com.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. Whether you're buying a car, selling a car, or taking care of a car, we've got you. Be sure to follow us on Facebook to see how you can take advantage of $1,000 your way on select road-ready certified used cars with warranty, as well as buy 3, get 1 free on all tires in our Meineke Car Care Center. Start your new year right. Call, click, or come by today and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, Fort Smith.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. You've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's Ty Richardson with owner and operator Cecil Gardner with Jasco Graphics, now 17 years in the industry. How do people see what you've made over the years, Cecil?
Google or Yahoo it or Bing it. Jasco Graphic Design, JAAZCO, Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And sometimes I'm here after. So if that open sign is on, I'm here. Y'all come on in. Jasco Graphics Design, 2415 Midland. It's on the corner of Midland and Kelly. Jasco Graphics, the one-stop shop.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
Hey, this is Ty Richardson for Jake Neal and his team at Jerry Neal's Barbecue. Jake's dad, Jerry, started cooking barbecue at Jerry Neal's in 1977, and Jake took over and has been doing the same thing ever since. I got ribs the last time I was there. Woo! Man, they were good. Don't forget about the catfish either. It's cooked to order, so it's hot and fresh every single time. The best catfish in the River Valley. Jerry Neal's Barbecue, Catfish, and Catering, 1823 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, plenty of sunshine. Our high this afternoon in the upper 40s to lower 50s. It'll be clear and cold tonight, overnight low in the low 30s. Sunshine on Tuesday, a high in the upper 50s to near 60, and Wednesday, chance of a few scattered showers south. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Shamrock Liquor Warehouse, 5609 Midland Boulevard, your leader in fine wines, beers, and spirits. You're listening to The Morning Rush on ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
I'm hairy everywhere else except my face.
Going to a knee. You can't doubt the Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs. You can disrespect the Chiefs. You're going to have to deal with the Chiefs being the first team in National Football League history to win back-to-back Super Bowls and go to the Super Bowl for a chance for a three-peat.
This is The Morning Rush.
Kim Mulkey shares her thoughts on the Chiefs making a third straight Super Bowl. Yeah, that's how we all feel this morning if we're not donning the red and white. Hey, welcome in. It's hour 2 of The Morning Rush. Hot Take Monday brought to you by Wheels RV. Got a couple callers that we'll get to. Plenty of time for you. No guests this hour. If you want to jump in, give your thoughts on Kansas City. Give your thoughts on maybe the Eagles giving them some opposition in 2 weeks. Your Arkansas basketball team. By the way, if you want to jump in and congratulate the lady gymnastic team who beat the defending national champions on Friday night, that's pretty cool as well. So
had a big crowd up here. I was at Fayetteville High School, and the traffic, both games kind of got, or the game at Fayetteville and the game or the meet at Bud Walton got out at the same time, and it was like ball game traffic.
You had nearly 10,000 fans in Bud Walton. Over 1,700 students in that win. So really impressive crowd. Don't know if Livy Dunn went home crying or not, Tommy. We'll have to get some info on that. But yes, they went home with losers on Friday night.
All right, full call board right now. We'll get to those in just a second. We're brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Top brands like Grand Design, Forest River, and Brinkley. In fact, Brinkley has the Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty to help you camp with confidence. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Also, the Dallas Cowboys hired another stooge to work for Jerry Jones, so congratulations.
He already hired. He just got promoted.
Basically. Yeah. It's been there since 2022. You know, I saw one of our friends, Kyle Sutherland, had this to say on Facebook. He's Dallas Cowboy fandom concluded as of this weekend, said, after much prayer and consideration, plus no shortage of frustration, I'm officially entering my name in the fan transfer portal after 35 years of mostly no fun times at the hands of the Dallas Cowboys. This is the easiest decision I've ever made, and I will take this offseason to weigh my options of which team will earn my almost unbreakable loyalty. As long as you don't jump on the Chiefs, we'll be happy. All right, to the phone lines we go. Kevin and Rogers wants to talk some Arkansas basketball. They fall by 3 in Bud Walton this weekend. Kevin, what you got for us here on this Hot Take Monday?
Yeah, just a couple of comments. I've been listening to you. I love your show, Tommy. Good to always hear your voice. Just want to talk about them. I mean, I wouldn't close we have to look at how many games left and with net rankings and stuff. I mean, I know I'm probably being a homer, but if they win 7 out of 11 of the last games, they're in the tournament. That's 8 and 10 in that conference. They're going to be in the low 30s for the net. Whether that happens, I don't know.
Yeah. The question is, do you think at this point they could win 7 of the next 11?
I mean, they
I agree
really
with your math.
put themselves.
I agree with everything you said, but I don't know.
It is. Yeah, and the problem is they haven't won home games. I mean, that's the biggest issue. I mean, games that you think that they would win. I mean, really, this team is, and I hate to bring him up, this is a very non-offensive generated ball club. It reminds you of Muss's offensive struggles. I hate to say that. You wouldn't think that. But that's just my opinion. And I've followed him since 79. They bring that up, the Indiana State game. I remember I watched the tip-in, all that, the charge against U.S. Reed that wasn't a charge. I mean, I remember. That's how long I've followed him. And I follow recruiting. So I want to comment on Jonas and Nelly Davis. Jonas just looks he doesn't look healthy. He just doesn't. I mean, and he looks very uninterested. Now, regarding Nelly Davis, you have to remember the type of team that he played on. He was running point guard, and they had loaded shooters on the outside, and they had a quality big guy. And the kid that his other star player that everybody had to watch, Martin, he's going to be all SEC, and he's at Florida. So we either missed that. I mean, Martin was the guy maybe we should have. I mean, I know he was considering us, but, I mean, Martin's had no issues. What Martin did was, and it's no secret, I'm going to be on a team loaded with three-point shooters at Florida, so I'm going to get my shots. We have one pure shooter, and that's just tough. That's just tough on a kid. And, you know, I don't know if we need to let him run point for a while and mix it up. But if you look at this team, it's really offensively challenged. And I hate to say it because you didn't expect it with Cal. But, I mean, and that's all I have to say, and I'd like to get your comments and see what you think.
Yeah, Kevin, appreciate the call. I think that's not just the record and the losing that's shocking and disappointing to everybody, but you're beating the drum that I think a lot of people are beating right now. Is how can this team, with all the money you spent, with John L. Davis, who seemingly everyone in the country, all the top-tier schools wanted out of the portal, and I think that the easy answer, it's been the wrist injury, is set him aside, and then the recovery from that has been a problem. I go back to, why was this team so banged up and beat up coming out of the summer? Clearly they had some tough practices, tough scrimmages, and then maybe some things that were lingering before then. That has, to me, set off a chain reaction or the dominoes in this deal that's put us where we're at. The lack of practice time, the injuries, all of these things. I think it comes back to something Ty's been talking about. You never went deep enough with this roster to begin with. Kevin, thanks for the call. Brent's in Searcy. Brent, you're on the Morning Rush.
Good morning to the gold standard of sports talk in the state of Arkansas, Tommy Kraft and Ty Richardson.
Fool's gold or real
Tommy
gold?
Richardson and Ty Kraft, yep.
But yeah, I got confused there. I'm sorry, forgive me. My question to you guys is, I got two questions. Does the administration at the does the athletic administration at the University of Arkansas understand how hard it is to be a Razorback fan right now? That it just seems like we're throwing good money at terrible products.
Tell me what you mean by that. Because basketball is not a terrible product.
Oh, Thomas, yes, it is.
Well,
have you seen this play this year?
Okay, I don't think
terrible.
But they're having a bad season. Doesn't make it a bad product.
I'll wag my finger while you're talking.
Well,
Brent.
I mean, sometimes you get a bad plate. Sometimes you get a bad plate at a good restaurant. I don't think Razorback men's basketball is a bad product.
Well,
they're having a rough go right now.
I just think so. I mean, this kind of dates back to 2023 when your basketball team, and I guess it's 2023, 2024, basketball team doesn't get to the tournament. Your baseball team gets beat early, and your football team had won 4 games. So there's like when you combine those three, which are the three most important that teams care about, I understand your frustration in terms of, does the athletic department get it and whatnot?
No, they don't.
Why do you think that? Because Hunter's not coming out and say this is unacceptable. Like, what do you want us to do?
I want Hunter to take responsibility for his job. I want Hunter to take responsibility. He has never stood. He tried to tell me years ago that losing to Liberty wasn't as bad as John L. Smith. Oh yeah, it was. He needs to get his head out of the clouds, and I hope I just don't think he gets it with the fans of Arkansas. I don't think anybody in that athletic department gets it. I don't think there's a basketball player on that team that the state of Arkansas can get behind, because there is no Jalen Williams from Arkansas. There is no Devo Davis. There is no Moses Moody.
Oh, make no mistake, the most important recruit in this next year's class is not the 2 highest ones, not anyone out of the portal. It's a kid from Springdale. It's Isaiah Sealy, who you got a chance. You repped him on. Friday night, right?
Yeah,
He's
several
listed.
times this
And it's not about the most talented, but that is an issue. Like what you just pointed to is a big deal. And hopefully, I don't know if it's Ronnie Brewer, I don't know if it's anyone on Cal staff, but someone Arkansas, like that is important. Like
Well, see, here I would disagree.
why?
Because I think
Why,
Boogie Flam.
Tommy?
Because I think Boogie Flam may be your most important recruit next year.
No shot he comes back. If he's mocked in the
shot,
Injured,
Tommy,
doesn't
no
play the
shot.
rest of this year.
I would
Surgery.
no chance. He is
No
unless
chance.
his NBA reviews and scouts are like, yeah, you're a mid to late second round. If he's mocked as a first rounder, there's no chance he comes back as Arkansas basketball next year. No shot.
I don't think there's any way he would drop that far. Do you, Ty? Just between you and me, you don't drop
I don't.
that far.
Yeah, he was a lot higher projected than the season, and unfortunately, he's kind of fallen down. Like, remember, Nick Smith was projected as like number 1, number 2 pick, and then he fell as far as he did to Charlotte. Stuff just happens sometimes.
I'm going to say this before I get off. Thank goodness for baseball, and if all we're going through with football, the football showed improvement at the end of the year. If all we're going through is for the baseball team to win a national championship, I can go through hell if for us to win a national championship in baseball. I truly can, but I just don't see that. I don't know. I'm just a frustrated Hog fan right now.
I think you're one of many. Brent, appreciate the call. 877-377-6963. I hope the baseball team, it's unfair that Dave's going to get all this pressure on him for this next season, but they've also done it to themselves the last 2 years, getting beat at home in the regional against 2 inferior opponents. Like it's a combination of all 3 things. Let's go back to the phone lines. Last call before we take a break. Cecil's up next. Cecil, you're on the Morning Rush.
Good morning, folks. Yeah, Kansas City. What they're about to do, that's record breaking history stuff. I would love to see that, but people have their own prerogative things. You know, we don't have a pro team around here. It's a lot of Kansas City fans. Dallas is about the same distance as Kansas City, just a couple more miles off, but Dallas sucks. Just like Nelly Davis sucks. And for us moving forward in basketball, man, money talks. So you can actually get any player you want. The way this thing is going, we just stepped on an egg that crushed and splattered out. Because Nelly is not the answer. And ain't no need to keep trying to put him out there and tell him to keep shooting because the man can't shoot. He cannot shoot. And we have 6 or 7 good players. We have 6 good players.
Just so I'm clear, Cecil, you want to shorten their rotation from 8 to 7?
Well, you have to. I mean, Nelly can come in with, like the NBA do. You know, the relievers come in and do 2 minutes and go sit his butt back down. He's not an all-game player, man. It just speaks for itself. He be like brain locked out there, and he got paid pretty good too. I don't know exactly what he made, but you can take the money you gave him and go get a player way better than him that can actually shoot the ball.
And
that's just the way that goes.
And that might happen next year, but Cal's kind of got to work with what he's got, right? I mean,
right. And that's why you put Nelly in the back of the bus. Put him back there and tell him to pass out towels or something.
So that's really going to help his confidence, isn't it? If he ever gets back on track, telling him he sucks and throwing.
He ain't gonna never get it. He ain't did it yet, Ty. Ain't no need of fantasizing about it. We need some wins. I guarantee you that we have about 6 red shirts on the bench. I count it's 6. I think it's 6. I guarantee you that they shoot better than him. Somebody on that bench shoot better than him.
I'll tell you what. I'll buy you lunch. Tell me right now. Name 2 of those players that are on the bench.
Well, this the thing. It's just like the Tootsie Roll commercial. The world will never know. We'll never know. You got to put them out there. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm sure if a guy go through high school and play basketball, just like that young man that plays in Springdale, I guarantee you he shoot better than Nelly. I guarantee you he do.
Melo Sanchez, the injured Lawson Blake.
Lawson Blake,
can I get my free lunch, please?
There you go.
I'll hang up and listen.
There's a couple.
Okay, guys.
That was just a Cecil bet. See you, buddy.
No. He didn't clarify.
Oh, man.
Is Ruth Chris open for lunch? Someone look that up.
There's a cost limit on this. A cost limit on this.
Do they have the bone-in porterhouse? I guess porterhouses are bone-in.
I don't know the solution to get Nelly or any of the team, but like people want to just all put it on him. No one else is shooting the ball good. Like 9 for 27 is like above average for this team this year. And that's not good relative to a lot of college basketball teams and shooting the three-pointer. I think Cal should just open up the Eddie Sutton practice facility and just do shooting drills from here on out until they actually make something, because it might be better offensively than what you've seen through these first 7 conference games.
Coach Cal live tonight, Sassy's, right? Just off the Weddington exit, Steamboat Drive. They've got an open midweek, so they'll be there tonight. Chuck and Coach Cal can take all these questions, and you can go by and have a great meal tonight there at Sassy's. They got the original Red House on North College, Sassy's Barbecue and Grill off the Steamboat exit, or on Steamboat Drive off the Weddington exit. They're in Fayetteville for a delicious meal tonight or for lunch today. And Coach Cal live tonight, and you can find him at Sassy's Barbecue and Grill. All right, Bet Saracen's got all the Super Bowl stuff up, and if you haven't downloaded that, get that on your phone and get ready. Kansas City, a favorite in the Super Bowl. I know that's hard to believe. 2.5 points right now.
Come on, Philly. Come on, Saquon.
Now, does this seem a little low? Over-under at 49.5?
Oh, they're going to be drunk in New Orleans tonight before, so the offense will be a little lethargic that Sunday.
Get all the details, all the prop bets, everything you can imagine. Big week, week and a half, I guess, so to speak. 13 days till the Super Bowl. Get it all at betsaracen.com.
All right, more of the Morning Rush when we return. Hot Take Monday brought to you by Wheels RV. Cecil gave his hot take. Kevin gave his hot take. Brent gave his hot take. What's your hot take this morning? We roll on next.
You're listening to the Morning Rush on a Hot Take Monday, presented by Wheels RV. 5 miles west of exit 72 off I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
How about those?
This is the Morning Rush.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. Does your yard need to be serviced in the fall and winter months? Of course. A Cut Above is with you every step of the way. Whether it's commercial or residential, a Cut Above can handle all your needs. Tree service, stump grinding, brush hog, full landscaping. Plus, a Cut Above can take care of all your leaf removal.
Call or text today at 479-719-5605.
That's a Cut Above, 719-5605.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. Jam Mart is always trying to save you money, and that's why they partner with Valero. Hook up your checking account to the Valero Pay Plus app, and you'll get 10 cents off a gallon, plus other special deals on holidays and more. Jam Mart and Valero, passing on the savings to you. Now available at the 3 Fort Smith Valero Jam Mart locations. And stop by any of the 6 Jam Mart locations in the area. Jam Mart, the leading gas station and convenience store in the region.
AAA Business Systems is your printer, copier, and production print solutions provider. What makes AAA unique? Ricoh, Sharp, and Brother Equipment. Fast, friendly service from our office technology experts. All-inclusive service contracts, managed IT services, and 4 locations statewide. AAA Business Systems. Find us online at AAABM.com. AAA Business Systems. Anything else is just a copy.
Hey, this is Ty Richardson for Jake Neal and his team at Jerry Neal's Barbecue. Jake's dad, Jerry, started cooking barbecue at Jerry Neal's in 1977, and Jake took over and has been doing the same thing ever since. I got ribs the last time I was there. Woo! Man, they were good. Don't forget about the catfish either. It's cooked to order, so it's hot and fresh every single time. The best catfish in the River Valley. Jerry Neal's Barbecue, Catfish, and Catering, 1823 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Except we've got SEC finals. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Pickens are defended by Lanier. Now into Broom. Kelly from the corner knocks it down, and Auburn is on top. Milicic. Broom with a rebound, and he calls a timeout. They get it to Ziegler. He puts up a 3. Broom's got it. It's still live, and Auburn is going to win it.
That was the conclusion of Auburn's victory over Tennessee, 53-51 in the Jungle. One of the best college basketball games of the day. Number 1 versus number 6. And like they often do, Tommy, in the Jungle, Tigers come out on top.
That old Broom guy came back, didn't he? So
he can play, man. That is one of the most difficult covers in all the SEC. Auburn's only lost 1 game this season. That was on the road at Duke in one of the ACC-SEC challenge matchups. He is unbelievable, and he was much needed. That was that game was not for the faint of heart. Like, if you went in the lane, you were going to get clobbered. It felt like an 80s or 90s NBA game. Again, low scoring affair. Both teams combined barely topped 100. If you had the under, you probably made some money this weekend.
Yeah. So, SEC basketball is exciting. You know, it's a fun watch. That's for sure. And it's almost appointment TV. I hated that those 2 games were on at basically the same time. And, that was more entertaining than the Arkansas game. Glad we got to see the finish of it.
Yep. Vanderbilt upset Kentucky this weekend and also got hit with.
See that coming.
They're also going to get hit with that $500,000 fine. Rush the field against Alabama, beating them in football.
That's one extra brain surgery for an alumni to pay that off. They're going to have to figure out whose turn is it?
Beat them beat Tennessee earlier this year, and now they clipped off Kentucky. They're not a team to be trifled with. Arkansas's got to travel to Nashville here in a few weeks, and I kind of chalked that up as an easy win on March the 4th, but not so much anymore. Other games.
Are there any easy wins for Arkansas?
Nope, not anymore. That 10-8 that I've got on the conference record. Yeah. You guys at 9-9. I don't know if that's going to get hit.
I mean, we could even trade. I don't think 9-9 is going to happen either.
It's not a good situation. One of the things
I like my odds better than yours, but not much better.
Clay brought up Jonas Aidoo not playing in the second half. One of the other interesting parts of the SEC this weekend, Mark Sears didn't play in the second half against LSU. Bama wins 80-73. Yeah. Colton, you were talking about that a little bit. This is one of the best players in the SEC in all of basketball, but doesn't see a
Did y'all see Nate Oates' comments about that when he's asked about it, Cole?
Yeah, it's just
weird.
It seems odd. It seems like, Mark Sears has been with that program for such a long time that you think that him and Nate Oates definitely have a close relationship. So I feel like this is just a player and a coach that expect more out of each other. I know Mark Sears hasn't had some of the prolific outings that he's had, certainly against the Razorbacks and consistently all this season, but it is very strange to not see two guys that have been facets of SEC basketball be putting in and logging serious minutes for their teams in a year where the SEC is just really leaps and bounds above where they've been in the past.
Well, what did Barnes say a couple weeks ago? If you're not going to do what you're getting paid to do, then you're going to come sit by me. He was talking about, I think, Chaz Lanier, and evidently that's what Mark Sears is dealing with. Georgia falls to Florida by 30 in the Swamp. Instead of the Swamp in Jerry O'Connell Center, as Tech Arena, whatever it's called. A&M gets beat on a buzzer beater against Texas. Tremont Mark knows a little something about beating the Aggies. Has done it back-to-back years. Once as a Razorback, once as a Longhorn. Mississippi State beat South Carolina in overtime. Gamecocks still winless in the conference. And then Missouri beat Ole Miss 83-75. Ole Miss reeling a little bit. And unfortunately, we know Arkansas loses this weekend to Oklahoma. Again, not a happy Cal, but doesn't feel like his team's letting go of the rope.
We could have done that with the other games we lost. We lost 5 in a row, and they didn't let go of the rope. I think they're fine. They lost one of our best players, and they still didn't let go of the rope.
Again, this is unknown territory for John Calipari. He had a terrible season his first year at UMass. They didn't have a good season in 2013 with Kentucky, and then the first year of COVID, when they came back, they went 9-16. Weren't good there either. So it's just something he's having to deal with that hadn't had to deal with in 20, 30 plus years of coaching, Tommy.
Yeah, and what does he want the narrative to be? I mean, we keep saying, he's going to come back. He was going to come to Arkansas. He was going to rejuvenate that fire and that spirit. He's tired of being questioned by all the Kentucky people that says it's done and it's over, and now it's feeding into their narrative. How do you bounce back from this, or do you? I mean, that's kind of a reasonable question at this point, because I don't think this is how he wants the end of it, the last few chapters of his career to be written.
And right now, everything they're saying is warranted. This is him. This is his opportunity, and I say this season, and I mean this season is all but over. This next year, it's his opportunity to prove something wrong. We were talking about the guys they got bringing in: Malik Thomas, Darius Acuff, Springdale's own Isaiah Sealy. There'll be plenty of transfer portal guys. You made the comment about Boogie Flam potentially being the number one recruit trying to get back. I wonder who he's going to get in the transfer portal, like the appeal. I know that Jeff Goodman wrote that piece for Hoops Hypes, talking about an SEC coach and honestly telling him that Cal's ways are archaic of some sorts. I don't think a lot of players feel that way. This is a one-off year. But Tommy, and I said this on the postgame show, it terrifies me as an Arkansas fan that he is, in his last 5 years, going to have one NCAA tournament win. One. This is a Hall of Fame coach at this point, and you cannot dispute this, has not figured out how to win postseason-wise in today's age in college basketball until he does it. And I hope like hell he does.
You better, because if you spend all this money to get a name like him, spend all this money to get the players he wants, and it doesn't work out, what's the signaling that it sends to the rest of the community of college basketball?
We're talking about this program,
yeah. I mean, for where you go from here down the road. He's talking about 5 years the other night. All right, where are you at in 5 years if this thing doesn't get somewhere close to back to where Musselman had it? If Musselman doesn't do what he had done here with the Elite Eight and Sweet 16, then John Calipari never not be your coach. There's going to be a lot of coaches out there with John Calipari with all that money, all those resources can't do it. How could I make Arkansas an elite SEC program?
So to me, it's different stories for different Hall of Fame coaches. Muss is not in this category that I'm about to mention, but he had success here. So you got Eddie Sutton on his come up, right? Plucked him away from Creighton. You got
Nolan, then went to Kentucky.
Correct. Then you got Nolan Richardson. You plucked him away from Tulsa. Muss, you plucked away from Nevada. Maybe he has a Hall of Fame career right now. Those two prior to. But
they had results at Arkansas, which is what we care about.
You're now getting a Hall of Famer at the end of his career, which hasn't happened with Arkansas basketball.
And I think it's the only Hall of Famer you've ever hired. Now, coaches have come here and become Hall of Famers, but they've never came here as a Hall of Famer. So I don't. People are quick to want to write the final chapter on what's happening here. Pump the brakes. We're just in the beginning with what Cal's doing now. Whether or not he wins a national title, whether or not he gets to Final Four, I don't know. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to start shoveling dirt right now, and I think that's a little
premature.
Bit premature on that. Hey, WT Equipment has everything you need, no matter the size or the horsepower you're looking for, from high horsepower row crop tractors and combines to utility tractors, hay equipment, compact tractors, even mini excavators. It's all there. WT Equipment has it all. So stop by and see any of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see what you can find and see why New Holland has their hay equipment and the other high horsepower options and models there for you. Hey, rest assured, WT Equipment is just a call away, or stop by any of their stores or check out their website, WTEquip.com. WT Equipment, your partner in progress.
Drew in Fayetteville texting in, and you can text us at 877-377-6963. Is Ty transferring his Hog fan frustration onto the Chiefs? I think a little bit. Watching this basketball team where they got through 7 conference games. My fantasy football team lost in the semifinals again, and Dalton Kincaid happened to be one of my tight ends, so I'm just thinking to myself, of course. But I think there's a little bit of that this morning. I brought it up in hour number 1. Dynasties are great for sports because you've got the bandwagon fans like we've seen here in Arkansas with the Chiefs, and people talking about, well, proximity. Well, so-and-so's a Chiefs fan, so I'm a Chiefs fan. But you've never seen as many Chiefs flags in the last 7 years than you have in your entire duration here in Arkansas. But then you also have people like me who are so sick of their success and are doing anything to root for it, which is perfect for the Super Bowl, because not only are you going to have huge ratings, but you've got all these different tentacles within what Chiefs Kingdom has been for the NFL these last couple of years.
Well, wind always blows strongest at the mountaintop. You either loved Dale Earnhardt or you hated him. But why did you hate him? Because he won all the time. People hated Jeff Gordon. There was a segment of the golf population out there that didn't like Tiger because he won all the time. Why did people hate the New York Yankees? Because they won a lot, and they had and won. Back to it a little bit now, but when you win a lot, people don't like you. People didn't like the Patriots. They're always looking for deflate gate and all. They're cheating. They're filming people's walkthroughs. All these things. The wind blows strongest at the mountaintop, and the Chiefs are getting a little bit of that right now.
Nate Burleson had this to say on CBS.
If you're not a Chiefs fan, that's okay. But resist the urge to fall for the narrative that we're tired of seeing them win, that we might be fatigued of watching KC go to the Super Bowl over and over again. You are witnessing greatness, and just be happy that you are alive to be there to see it.
Now, if this was Arkansas, there would be no fatigue. We would be just talking, or you knew what, football, basketball, baseball, whatever the case may be. But
I mean, you've said it. I don't want to see Alabama in the national championship for football. I'm just tired of it. Well,
listen,
why?
I am not someone that shies away from why I dislike something or try and like.
But beyond fatigue, and I'm just bored with it. Give me anything beyond that. Oh, those players are just too good. I'm tired of watching them complete all those great athletic plays. I'm tired of watching Mahomes with all those crafty throws downfield and how he escapes the pocket. It just sickens me to see him make these highlight reel plays. I'm just sickened by it. I can't watch another one.
Personally,
come on.
I think what people are also tired of is seeing them get the benefit of the doubt on calls, is seeing Taylor Swift continuously shown on the broadcast, and I get tired of seeing Travis Kelce talk
She was
smack.
shown, 3 times yesterday?
I don't have the
It
talent.
wasn't very many times.
I don't have the talent in front of me. I'm tired of Travis Kelce talking smack and never getting a flag thrown on him. It just, again, it's a contemplation of a lot of things, and
But
it's
none of those have any substance.
Oh, I didn't say they did.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I'm just telling you, like, this kid's just unbelievable.
Mahomes still has it to the 5 and in for the touchdown.
Like, if there's someone to blame, I guess we blame Tom Brady for fueling Mahomes to be this great. I want someone to blame for all this. And I guess I can point to Tom Brady for this incredible rise that is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I need to blame someone. I'm going to place it on his shoulders. And like you said, he's broadcasting the game. It's got to be. It's an
Two greatest quarterbacks of your lifetime will be both be in New Orleans. One in the booth and one on the field. Is that a correct statement? Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's not close. It's the. Yeah, it's not close.
I mean, I know you didn't catch Joe Montana in his prime. I mean, what was his last year in Kansas City? I don't remember what it was. You didn't really see the Cowboys with Aikman and in the early 90s. You were born, what, 94?
94. December 11, 1994, the best day of your life.
Social Security number?
I know it offhand, but I'm not going to shout it out.
This is good.
Do you know yours offhand? Can you recite yours?
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was not taught to memorize my social, but I did have my neighborhood memorized.
So
address and everything.
Home phone number?
Home phone number.
Yeah. I can't even remember.
And now it's just the radio number.
I mean, do you remember any of your childhood phone numbers, like home phone number?
I remember one.
Yeah, because it was easy. 501-868-2828.
Yeah.
I don't know whose number that is now, but someone's going to get a call.
Well, speaking of calls, we're asking you to make the call to Arkansas Children's Hospital. We're proud to be a part of the Arkansas Children's Northwest Miracles and Magic Mediathon. February the 21st, the morning rush, halftime, Ruskin and Zach, we're duking it out to see who can raise the most money for Arkansas Children's Northwest. Go to hitthatline.com. You'll see the link there. Go to that page, and then, of course, select the morning rush as the link you want to contribute for. And we raised nearly $10,000 last year with ESPN Arkansas Hit That Line and our great sponsors to help support Arkansas Children's Northwest. Would you help us out? $10, $20, $5, $50, whatever you're comfortable giving. It all adds up and it all makes a difference for Arkansas Children's Northwest. We'll be telling you more. The Mediathon's coming up on February 21st, and we'll be broadcasting live from Arkansas Children's Northwest. Big thank you to our presenting sponsors, Crabtree RV in Alma, Heartland Honda Power Sports and Marine in Springdale, and Schlotzsky's. It's a mouthful, and the perfect partner for your event catering needs is at Schlotzsky's. Donate now at hitthatline.com.
Maybe like the Hunt family, we take a page out of their book. Since they sacrificed a buffalo prior to that game yesterday, we sacrificed a mountain lion this weekend prior to playing the Wildcats. We let the blood in.
Wrestle one down and then we'll sacrifice
the Razorback Fountain.
If it survives your wrestling,
I think I would be the one that would be in trouble in that situation or whatnot. It is, again, it's kind of weird. First time you've had a kind of a bye for Arkansas basketball before you take on Kentucky. They don't have one. They play in Knoxville this week, so we'll see if Arkansas is able to gain any advantage of that or if they go to Lexington and get drilled.
All right, well, we'll send you to Gaston's. It's up in the Ozark Mountains. Maybe you found you a wildcat there.
Does Clint have any weapons? Does Jacob have any weapons they can use?
But you've got your bare hands.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need anything else?
Guns and roses right here.
Do you need anything else other than guns and roses?
Cunning intellect?
Maybe just some advice from those here.
Are you going to stop the wildcat first and say, now listen, here are the ground rules, Anchorman style. No, nothing above the neck. Don't mess with the hair. Those type of things.
This is a pretty sellable face, as you know, so we probably don't want to hurt that.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time making the lighting right this morning to get your face looking good.
It still didn't help.
Keep working, Golden. Seriously, Gaston's is in the beautiful Ozark Mountains, one of the most pristine parts of our state, honestly, and right on the White River, right below the Bull Shoals Dam. Winter rates are in effect. You can get lodging at a considerable discount right now when you call 870-431-5202. Ty mentioned earlier in the show how he's going to spend some time on the golf course this week because the weather is finally going to be above average on temperatures. Do the same. Get out, do some fishing. Gaston's can get you fixed up with one of their expert guides for a wonderful day on the White River. 870-431-5202. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
It's Hot Take Monday on the Morning Rush. Hot Take Monday is brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
We're getting crushed out here. What's going on with you, Nick? You used to be the unstoppable king of flag football.
I'm feeling my age. At 40, I feel like I can't keep up anymore.
Is it lower testosterone?
Lower T?
Yeah. When you turn 40, you have less testosterone. It's harder to stay lean and get the same results you used to get. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I know Nugenix. It really gives you an edge.
No question. At work, the gym, the bedroom, Nugenix turned back the clocks. Now I've got the same energy that I did in my 20s.
I want to try Nugenix.
All right, time out. Guys, go text Nugenix and get yourselves a complimentary bottle to try.
Text AREA to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
We're going to have to take some licking and keep on ticking.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey, this is Ty Richardson for Jake Neal and his team at Jerry Neal's Barbecue. Jake's dad, Jerry, started cooking barbecue at Jerry Neal's in 1977, and Jake took over and has been doing the same thing ever since. I got ribs the last time I was there. Woo! Man, they were good. Don't forget about the catfish either. It's cooked to order, so it's hot and fresh every single time. The best catfish in the River Valley. Jerry Neal's Barbecue, Catfish, and Catering, 1823 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. Whether you're buying a car, selling a car, or taking care of a car, we've got you. Be sure to follow us on Facebook to see how you can take advantage of $1,000 your way on select road-ready certified used cars with warranty, as well as buy 3, get 1 free on all tires in our Meineke Car Care Center. Start your new year right. Call, click, or come by today and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, Fort Smith.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt,
I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
West, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
West, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As Serious as a meal for two for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for two for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
And Mahomes to it. The P-Ryan. P-Ryan needs to move around the yard. And that will clinch it.
3rd and 9, Chiefs convert, same old story. Going back to the Super Bowl. We'll talk more about that. And Dallas Cowboy fans, I know you're probably not happy this morning as Brian Schottenheimer has been named your next head coach. That and more coming up here in our final segment, Hot Take Monday.
Hey, the Super Bowl is coming. We're 13 days away. Download the Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, where you can sign up today. Every new customer can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets, and it's really simple. Once you deposit, you're automatically enrolled, so no extra steps to take, links to click, boxes to check. You automatically get this deal that on the first bet, each of your first 10 days, up to $100. If it doesn't go your way, if you're like Ty and say the refs cheated you, and you got a constant excuse,
Cheated the Bills
they're
this
going to
weekend.
give you an automatic extra bet up to $100. So, hey, debit and credit cards are welcome. PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, ACH, even on-site cash work with the Oaklawn Sportsbook as well. And don't forget about NHL, golf, UFC, NBA, college basketball. It's all there for you. Arkansas's best sports betting app. Bet with a brand you trust. Anywhere in Arkansas, bet with Oaklawn Sports.
All right, boys. Any thoughts on Dallas's next new head coach? We haven't gotten any positive text from Cowboys
He's a yes
fans.
man.
Who
That's,
is it?
that's what I would say. He's a controllable yes man.
Football family. Been
Yeah,
there.
true.
Been there since 2002. Has been around the NFL for a while.
Would it be reasonable to have the take that no one else really wanted this job? Any big names wanted this job?
I was curious. The Kellen Moore thing was interesting to me from the standpoint of Philly's offense this year at times has just looked awesome. And I know they've had their ups and downs like every other NFL team, but I just thought that was intriguing. But yes, that is a great way to frame it, Tommy. He is very much a yes man.
That and is Jerry just too anxious to wait till after the Super Bowl to get his guy?
Well, Carroll's going to Las Vegas. Ben
I mean, if you were
Johnson's
waiting on Kellen Moore, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
no, you're right.
You know,
Ben Johnson evidently like Chicago with the young quarterback and Caleb Williams more than an older one than Dak Prescott.
So I don't know. There's something that I think the outside unmerited view is Jerry wants a yes man and he found his guy.
Gavin texted in and said the Cowboys got someone that no one else wanted. Hard to disagree with you there.
He said it's just like when they got Zeke back.
Yeah.
It's just somebody no one else wanted. You said it's a football family. Isn't Schottenheimer, isn't that name like Marty Schottenheimer, his dad, known for never winning the big one? So that's got to be a vote of confidence for all Cowboys fans.
Well,
they didn't hire his dad.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah. Speaking of not winning the big one, Bills fans once again angry this weekend. I'm going to bite the fan that that feeds me for a sec.
Bite the who?
I'm going to bite the hand that feeds me for a sec.
Bite the fan.
Oh, Chiefs fans. I want to bite them too. But listen, I've been critical of the Chiefs all morning, but that was an epic game that we saw. And Colton, for all you Chiefs fans, Colton put together a little montage for you this morning.
He's going to look at pitching, and he does to Cook. Oh, he reaches across. Touchdown, Buffalo. Try the just push again. You know they will. They're 3 for 3 on 4th down in this half. Allen push from behind. Mahomes still has it. To the 5. And in for the touchdown. He's going to have time, Jim. Whole season for Buffalo on the line here. There they come. He just desperately throws it up in the air. Complete. Can Mahomes do it? From P-Ryan. P-Ryan makes the move around the yard. And that will clinch it. The Kansas City Chiefs have just done something that's never been done.
What do you think, Tommy, what do you think Dalton Kincaid's messages are like from Bills fans this morning? Think they're pretty rough?
Probably.
Vulgar, out there.
They're just, I mean, you want to talk about a franchise that feels snake bit.
Oh, Yeah.
I mean, particularly if you're of my age or a little older, you go back to the Marv Levy days, the Jim Kelly days.
Kelly.
Back when the Cowboys were good,
Long time
back
ago.
when the 49ers were good. They'd get there. They'd win that AFC Championship game. What was it, 4 straight years? Bridesmaid 4 years in a row.
It's all about to me. It's all about a coach and quarterback syncrasy, just like it is for a head coach and a best player syncrasy. Phil with Michael, Phil with Kobe, Reed, and now Mahomes. Belichick had it with Brady for a number of years. It's just the timing of that is unbelievable because the Chiefs are not. You brought up Montana earlier, and I know they went to an AFC Championship game with Montana once he left San Fran and came there, but that's not
But that wasn't his prime years.
Correct. Yeah, it was latter part.
Kind of like Brady in his last one with Tampa.
This is not like a franchise that's known for success story after success story. It's recent, and they have just synced up in it. For those that have the opinion out there that you can only win it in large market teams. I mean, Kansas City's showing you it's like
Green Bay's shown that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a large market. With television, they're all large market teams anymore. If you're a star, it doesn't matter if you're in Green Bay, Kansas City, or New York City. The dollars are still going to flow in. So, I don't think that matters nearly as much as some people make it out to be in today's media world.
So you brought up something to Clay and us earlier. Does the fact that no one has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls give you a little lean potentially towards Philly? And I guess we found out earlier that no one's even actually gotten to this point of their season.
Yeah, that was said yesterday. But yeah, I mean, no one's had a chance to win 3 in a row because Kansas City's the only team to ever win back-to-back Super Bowls that have advanced themselves.
Or does that give you more of an inclination to pick Kansas City to win this thing if you're betting your hard-earned cash or hard-earned money?
I would be so quick to write Philly off, though.
Yeah, Saquon, it's about their defense, too.
Oh, here's McNichols. Just barely pushed. The ball is out. Philadelphia, did they get on it?
4 turnovers they forced against what we thought a team might end up in the Super Bowl, the way the Commanders were playing in big games. And instead, Jaden Daniels didn't play that bad. His teammates just kind of let him down, unfortunately, with the turnovers that cost him.
Yeah.
Over
4 of them?
Yeah, 4 of them over and over again. So, I mean, if Jalen Hurts and them, they can run the football, which Saquon's been the best running back this season, then we're in for a heck of a Super Bowl, as we were 2 years ago. People forget that Hurts outplayed Mahomes in that game, and yet KC came out on top. We'll see if history repeats itself here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. Brought to you by the Fence Man, 782-3936, 479-782-3936. Free, no obligations quote on your project. So if you just need a wood privacy fence around your backyard that ties in properly to the corners of your house, or maybe you're like me, this is where I got started with the Fence Man, sagging gates that wouldn't open and close. Had to lift up on them to get them to open or close. And I was just tired of it. They came out, put new bracing and stuff on, and then built me some new gates. And it was awesome. So no matter the size of the project, that's where I started with the Fence Man. It was a very small project. And it's been a great partnership for us ever since. And anytime we've needed anything involving fencing, we call the Fence Man. 782-3936, the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. Are you a Super Bowl guy? You want to go to the party that's, got the biggest smorgasbord and all the people there, or do you like a little calmer, quieter, people that actually want to watch the game kind of crowd?
I think since
group.
That will be post Waste Management, I will probably be sitting on my couch with a frozen pizza this go around. But typically, I like to watch the game.
You're not having a big housewarming Super Bowl party.
Not this go around. What about you?
I lean a little more smaller group. I still like watching in the group, but I don't want just the crowd that's only there for the commercials that talks through the game crowd
especially when we're headed, I think, for a good game. By the way, Big C.
I remember sitting down at a Super Bowl party 10 years ago, and the guy, there's someone there. He was literally watching the only game of the year he would watch, and they're singing the national anthem. He sits down and goes, "All right, who's ahead?" And he was serious as could be.
I would have. That would.
All right, on to party number 2.
Did you take his man card right there?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not. I don't think there was one to take. Hot Take Monday brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Lee J, Chris, and their team are awesome people. They got an awesome place, easy to get to off I-49. You just get off and head west a few miles. You'll be right out there underneath the Tawny Town water towers. Lifetime warranty on every new RV they sell. Go see our buddies at Wheels RV in Springdale.
Phil Elson, Matt Jones, halftime coming up next. And there's bourbon in the studio, so might have some of that.
Selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded